Alright, Zuzu. I'm Lt.terkoiz, the Ninth Corps. This is the Blue and the Gray event hosted by 42nd. This is round 2, Nicodemus Hill. Ninth Corps swapped back over as things got balanced out, and we are live here on Nicodemus Hill. Right off the bat, Union gets a pretty good shot on HL here before they're able to get in position. Let's go through roll call here. See, Union, first, they faked to the right. They faked CSA right. Now they're heading towards the Union right. That was perfect. What a play. Really good play by the Union there. So what you have here, you got KOB on IB. You got Krog on First Delaware. You got Morgan on HL. You have Joker leading 9th, I believe. You have Lucian leading and Templar. You got Podrodsod, Chunkerton, First Lieutenant Lewis. I think OGBW on MWB, and the CSA's here. They decided to come in. I thought I had more time to do the intro there. This is the round 2. Lucian's here before his men, so if he was able to clear this entire line though. Lucian ran out of ammo there. If he would have died out of line before the rest of his team showed up, that would have been work. That was big for the CSA there. But that's bigger for the Union taking out that flag. If they can keep this flag down, does he get out? It looks like that flag will get out of there. CSA is moving in to flank the entire Union force. Though they are standing right in front of the guns. Back to this. Doug is on guns. That's the last person I missed. Doug's on the Union guns. And for CQB, you got Perkins. Union's be able to pull a decisive lead from this strategy they did. They faked it. They faked left. They ran. I really like that a lot. So the normal Union strategies gather behind the barn over here, so you can't get shot by the pub strategy, and then descend it into the woods, straight at the corner. And you do that over and over again. But what I liked is they kind of were back here, where they spawn. And they run over here. The whole CSA sees them, but then they get knocked down by the artillery. And the Union breaks to the right. That was a really good fake. Really good. They put all the CSA over in that corner, and then Union was able to come take the side that they actually wanted.
Nice. Oh my god.
Oh, they're all stacked, guys. Let's go. Fucking shoot him.
Aim for the knee. Erebus, you're gonna be a great meat shield. Thank you.
The guys in the front of this CSA group are taking a beating here. Those two guys in the bush.
Gentlemen, aim for their knees. Aim for their legs at this distance.
What we're looking at is pretty much the entire Union team shooting at this one CSA group. And they've gotten 1 kill so far. 1 or 2.
Good shot on the flag. Good shot on the flags.
Keep dropping those flags.
CSA is bringing in reinforcements. The Union boys are getting aggressive here. They're starting to lose some tickets. Rambo cost his team more tickets than it was worth. Same with that man. Oh, wow.
Oh, the shit up.
Yeah.
The hero.
You girls smell like my mom. To the last, boys, to the last.
Union's taking the point. They're ahead on tickets, so now they're kind of letting their left flank get overwhelmed by CSA though. I think for Union you'd want to take probably this corner here. Oh, maybe not because of the stone wall. There's not much you can do. The point's kind of a disaster for Union.
No.
I'm gonna have to stand to the defilade down here and
Confederate flag south.
oh, they could just stand on the other side of the wall. It's not looking good for the Union. I mean, it is. They're ahead. They have the point. But the position they're in, I don't know if they can maintain this. I think the CSA just pushed up on the wrong side there. If they had pushed up on the side with the stone wall, I think they would have found more success as a skirmishing unit up on this in the shade here. I think you could get a lot of success from a unit standing right here. I was thinking the Union could position themselves on this right side of the wall like they have. They are standing. They do not have a wall between them and the artillery though, so it could be one problem.
Those should just be the goofy cavalry.
Hey, right there, officer.
Are you in the Discord overture?
Oh, stop looking at me.
Union has had a successful early cap. The fact that their tickets are now almost down to this where the CSA's tickets were when Union initially capped means it is successful. So CSA, the counterattackers will gain back their tickets if they. Okay, he didn't go hero mode that time. He tried though. He was reliving his glory days of killing all those men behind the rock over here. Or the house. I don't remember where he was.
You shoot through that bush.
But anyway, so because because the counterattackers gain back tickets. Okay, here's the charge. Where's that man going? Oh, I missed the charge. Oh, I missed the rest of the charge. That was my bad. Really well done by IB here. I missed their charge. But it still was a successful early cap. So, see, Union was ahead on tickets by about 20% of a morale stage. Maybe a little bit, maybe like a little more like here. And CSA just got to the top of the gauge. It just got engaged. So, because this is about where CSA was when Union capped, Now CSA only goes back up to there. They do not gain back any more tickets. Fair trade. Union just gains a minute or two on their to attack. And CSA loses CSA just loses 2 minutes and they're about the same. Yeah. Sorry. My brain's not working so good. Union traded their 20% ticket lead for a couple of minutes on the black timer. But the CSA did not retake the point. I mean the CSA did not retake the points. So now I don't know what happened. So I figured the CSA was going to retake the point. They're still trying to, but they have not succeeded yet. This group from main spawn stopped them for a second. And that might have seemed like suicide, but that made the CSA gain less tickets back because the Union had less tickets to give back. If you know, yeah. Union gets their flags out. No, this man didn't quite get the flags out. Artillery shot barely missed. That could have been huge. Oh, Union's about this Union group's about to get wiped by a couple of maybe not wiped. They're getting pressured out by 2 CSA companies. Yeah. Nice little use of rocks from the Union here. CSA has taken the lead on tickets by chasing away that Union company. They were able to get a couple of guys, kill a couple of guys out of line, a couple of guys skirmishing, like this man and this man here. This guy MWB getting that flag back to that line. Can Overture also get to the line? I'm surprised that both those men made it. He made it. Good stuff. 2 Union flags have been recovered. There are no Union flags on the ground anymore. Union could choose to do another attack at some point. This group of cavalry is fixed over here, huh?
You need to come to drill.
Here comes the Union back to the point. CQB is able to kind of fix this CSA unit behind the barn there. 2 guys, 1 guy dies from the artillery. Pod Rodsod gets knocked down. Another guy gets sniped. And it's all up to the CSA unit to respond and stop this cap. And they're on their way. They're on their way.
Keep going.
Union pulled off point.
Stay with the star, boys.
Three for those pistols.
Uh-oh. I don't agree with this, what the CSA unit's doing right there. Pulling out in front of the house there. Looks like no one's really looking at him, though, so. Yeah, those 5 guys are still alive there, so maybe I'm wrong. It looks like the Union's rotating fully to the right. They're going to go take the orchard, I believe. CSA is rotating back to the corner, so this is unfortunate for the CSA timing-wise. The Union outnumbers the CSA on this side of the map. We'll see what happens. Generally, what's going to happen is it leads to a shootout that favors the side that has more men. So, in theory, I should say. I shouldn't say in general. I should say in theory. And that does look like what's happening here. CSA group on the right is still hanging out. They're not coming over to Gab. This could be a bad charge, though. Not enough Union charging across the field. The CSA does run. Good charge, I guess. I felt like the CSA could have held it off for a second, but probably wasn't the wisest thing to do. This shot is about to go off. We're going to see. We're going to get Knight and Snapperkins and Lieutenant Colonel Jerry. They're all trying to... Lieutenant Colonel Jerry, yeah. They're lining up a shot on these men here, but these men are all moving, so... One there. That was a good shot, actually. Prevented them from coordinating this charge as well as they could have. Really good charge from this group of Union men. Came around the corner and got the backs of the CSA group. So that should be that. If unless the pistols can do work. Looks like Lucian is using that pistol to great effect. Unfortunately for Union. The rest of CSA is back on point. They're on their way to get a big flanking maneuver on the Union, but they're a little late. Full CSA wipe except for that one company who is late. So if the Union's able to reconsolidate and push that group out, if they're able to notice that CSA group, then we're going to see a full wipe and potentially the game, because CSA going breaking right now would be the end of the game, because the CSA is in no position to actually take the point. And I think the charge should be called by the Union. They should charge this position out, and there it is. They're charging that position out. If the CSA just runs away, that should draw the Union out into a killing field a little bit for the rest of the CSA's team to pull up onto the wall and start blasting. This is kind of a... This is sloppy from Union. They're losing a lot of tickets. Union does eventually take it, but that's mostly because the CSA doesn't have flags. This one group CSA with flags is the one they're focusing on. CSA might be able to come sneak their flags. I think they're going to be able to get their flags and get out of there. It looks like that's what this company's doing here. They're going to grab the flags. Yep, not good. Union's not looking good with that unless they're able to take down. Yeah, complete CSA victory in that maneuver. Able to get their flags back and take back the position. Union probably is not in the worst spot. I think the Union artillery is looking pretty good here. If this is where the CSA is going to hang out. I think we'll see some good artillery shots. Union's getting charged out a little bit. Little piecemeal here, not good from the Union. CSA is breaking. Will CSA get enough men on the point? They're streaming a lot of guys to the Union left. Union right's able to come smash the group charging out and take down a flag. So with the CSA flags out of commission here and running away, I think the Union has a good chance here. They should be able to win this, but this CSA group has the numbers. HL's coming in and yep, looks like Union lost that charge, but they're gonna win the map. Union has about an 80% morale stage advantage here, and the CSA has only got about 25% left, maybe 33%, a third of their morale stage left. What's this man doing?
He ran to the wrong line, dude. That's kind of fucking hilarious.
Whoops. And he reset the timer on that flag, but doesn't really matter. To be that clear. Let's see how much. As long as the artillery has ammo. Yeah, these guns have plenty of ammo. These ones aren't even open, so CSA's in trouble. Union can just hang out and let their artillery just have a field day because CSA is forced to stand on the point. If they lose this point, they lose. So I'm expecting Union already to start racking up the kills here. Now this charge seems a little silly to me. It seems unnecessary. You have 23 minutes. Just unnecessary, yeah. Ooh, that was a cool ricochet. Union's getting greedy and CSA kind of pulled forward off the fence. I'm off the stone wall. I'm surprised. Three-pronged attack from the Union. The attack from the road is the one that's going to be the most successful. They're able to get in behind the CSA, and that's the end of the CSA, I think. This will put them into last stand. Really good attack from the Union. And that's just the end of it. There's no way for a last stand to win against a unit with flags. It's just CSA is doing pretty good here. Yeah, CSA did hold, and Union lost all their flags, so you know what? lost most of their flags.
Take the wall.
I say Union got a little greedy there, wanting to end the match a little earlier than they needed to. They have a lot of ammo in their artillery, so
Out everywhere.
all right. What I'd expect is one more final push.
A little bit because Artie can still hit us there.
Already could get a big kill here, like someone was saying, and one of these Union boys was saying. I think. Boom! Big hit from the CSA already. Union's being kind of silly with the way they're playing this at the end here. They have so much time and they're just standing in the open. I mean, it's as good as one, but standing right in front of all the artillery seems to be a silly idea. Especially, look at how much ammo these guys have. These guys aren't going to run out of ammo. They have an absurd amount of guns on this hill. So, another charge across the open field from Union. At breaking, so it's a lot closer game than I expected. Union had a big lead multiple times. CSA actually was ahead at one point. I don't like seeing all these guys going to the same spot, but having respawns, having flags, I think that might just be the point. Is just to go stand on point and then be able to respawn faster than the opponents. Well, because the opponents can't respawn, so. The one problem is your flag came in late to the party. See, Union goes final push, but they did end up winning that fight. They have their flags in there, and they kill the remainder of the CSA. I would have liked to see Union win without going final push. It would have shown a little bit of restraint, but you know what? That's a GG. Good event today. Oop, hit the wrong button. CSA guys are trickling out already. It was more balanced than this. It was only within 3 or so. It was a pretty balanced night. And a couple more shells just for good measure. Ooh, one went through my camera. GG. All right, let's see this final screen here. Poor guy lying dead there behind the cannons. Poor guys, there's multiple. Yeah, that was a good fake out. Really gained the momentum with that initial fake out to the right. And then once they got they take a lead, they were able to just kind of play it nice and slow, and they never really had to charge out this left side because they're just able to play it nice and slow. And Union took a lot of casualties to do it, but sometimes that's how you have to go. GG's. And I'll see you all in the next one.